lovelies. And I am making a 2-tier, what is it called? The Ferrero Rocher chocolate type cake? Yeah. Not sure how to say it. But we are starting from the beginning all the way to the end with this one. And basically, gonna go ahead and glue down my cake onto the board. And now I'm using my Wilton leveler, okay? I love this leveler because it levels out my cake for me and I don't have to worry with a regular knife if I did it angled or not angled or whatever. Although this one is pretty much an older piece because there is usually a purple plastic handle on top and 2 little plastic things on the bottom, but they came off during the process after, wear and tear. Okay, always put a buttercream dam when you are using a filling in your cake, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I press it down so that I can make sure that the filling will not come out. It's going to be nice and tight in there. The buttercream I use is Swiss meringue buttercream. If you are new here, then I have the recipe on my page. And that filling is basically a custard filling. Okie dokie. Next up, continue. Usually my cakes are around 3 layers, and this is an 8-inch. Feeds around 20 people if you cut it the proper way, not the triangular way. All right, I'm gonna stop now. I'm back. Okay, so that other cake now is sitting in the freezer while I continue this cake, which is a chocolate cake with, chocolate mousse. There you go. So the other one is waiting in the freezer until I finish this. That way it gets nice and hard. The buttercream gets nice and firm so that it's easier to frost. Now, as you guys can see, my cakes aren't all perfectly leveled and even and all that stuff. I try to get them to be that way, but they aren't. But oh well, at least the outside looks good. What's up? I'm back. All right, so now I'm basically go ahead and icing this cake. It has been taken out of the freezer, so it's nice and firm to work with. This is not chocolate buttercream. I have not yet made to make chocolate buttercream. I should have just gotten some cocoa and added that to it, but it was too late. So to give it that effect or look of chocolate, I just basically added brown food coloring. Although it does look nice and chocolatey, doesn't it? That's the Swiss meringue buttercream that I'm using right there. And I'm basically just covering as much as the cake of the cake that I can, because I didn't want to do a crumb coat first. This is going to be the first and only layer that I'm going to be working with. That's pretty much it. All right, I'll let you guys enjoy it while I ice it. again. Okay, so I am doing a chocolate drip. I found that the spoon works the best. I've tried so many other ways, and I was just like, you know what? The spoon is great. Whatever. I know the drip bottles are fast, but I got a drip bottle one time. I squeezed it too hard. The top came off. Chocolate was everywhere. It was a mess. Had a panic attack and had to fix the cake. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to stick with the spoon. Anywho, I am using Ghirardelli. Am I saying that one right? Why do all these chocolates have difficult names? Can it just be called chocolate? Anywho, Ghirardelli, I believe I'm saying it right, melting wafer chocolates. Chips. Melting wafer chocolate chips. Yep. Basically put it in the microwave for a little bit, stir it until it's nice and melted. It wasn't a very thin consistency, so I added a tablespoon, I'm sorry, not a tablespoon, like a teaspoon maybe of Crisco to it, and it gave it a nice flowing consistency to work with. So I'm doing that for the top tier as well as the bottom tier. And I think this is very therapeutic to watch as it drips down the cake. By the way, this is the best tasting melting chocolate I've ever had. So good. I usually take the leftovers and dip pretzels in there, pretzel rods. Oh man, delish. All right, I'll continue to let you watch this. And I'm back. So I am basically doweling the cake so that I can go ahead and put that top tier on there. What I do is I insert the first bubble straw, or these are like milkshake straws. You know, my milkshake brings out the boys. No, I'm just kidding. These are like milkshake straws in which you just, I don't know, they work great, you know. I wouldn't use them for the big, huge tiered cakes, but for a 2-tier, they work pretty good. And I put one in the middle, take that out, and just basically cut the rest according to the one in the middle. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, my cakes aren't 100% even or leveled or straight. So when I put the straws in and some of them are sticking out just slightly, that's not the straw's fault, or that's not my fault for cutting the straw wrong. Maybe sometimes it is. It's because the cake isn't exactly leveled. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you put the straws in, you put enough buttercream in between the layer. See that? I'm putting the buttercream in between the layer to cover up that, what would you say? I don't know, that spot that's missing. And I just put a skewer in there for more stability. I mean, heck, why not? You want to be careful, right? That's pretty much it. Then I said a prayer, picked up the cake, and just put it in the middle. That was it. Next up, I'm just going to be putting some, crushed pecans all over the cake and swirling some icing and putting the Ferrero Rocher chocolates on it as well. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.